ERC-20, an experimental buzz in the crypto world, that's not even an official Ethereum standard yet, but guess what? It absolutely exploded, soaring by 12,000% in just a week. Now, why is everyone so hyped about it? Because it's about bringing ERC-20 and NFTs together, and that can be massive. Because here's the thing with NFTs. Buying them hasn't been as straightforward as grabbing your favorite tokens. You know how you can snag a tiny slice of a token, like 0.001 of it, anytime you want. But trying to do that with NFTs has been a bit of a head stretcher, even with all the talk about fractional NFTs out there. So fractional NFTs sounds like would get the job done, right? But the way they have worked so far has been a bit clunky. The way fractionalized NFTs work is that they typically depend on an entity that locks up those NFTs in a wallet and issues tokens that represent that NFT. Those fractionalized tokens are freely traded but may not accurately match the locked NFT's value. And let's be real for a sec, us crypto people, we don't like extra steps. All the solutions before ERC-20 felt like trying to wrap an NFT in a bunch of unnecessary layers, which just didn't sit well with collectors and kind of put a damper on the whole fractional NFT sector. But here comes ERC-20, where it combined the aspect of trading NFTs on marketplace and trading a token on DEX, skipping all the third-party complication. And this will open doors for numerous possibilities like tokenizing your share of an NFT to get loans or even staking what you own. So in other words, there are two major wins here. First up, liquidity, as it now enables trading through a liquidity pool of fungible tokens. No more waiting hours or days around for a buyer, you can now quickly get your trade on. And then there's the fractionalization magic. Unlike the old way of doing things where an NFT gets locked away, ERC-20 lets NFT collections get natively split up. This means you can trade parts of an NFT just like they were any other token. So now that you know what ERC-20 is all about, let's take a look at some of the projects on the protocol. The biggest ERC-20 project is Pandora, followed by the second one called DEXs. The data is indeed a bit hard to obtain because the standard is so new right now. But if you want to know what ERC-20 projects exist, you can now check out CoinGecko as well. Now, I do want to dive into Pandora a bit further because it's the first of a framework to try out making tokens and NFTs simultaneously. The token went on a parabolic move and surged from $250 to a staggering $32,000 in just under a week. This dramatic rise can be attributed to its rarity, with only 8,000 tokens in existence, yet attracting millions in trading volume. Currently, 1,420 unique wallets hold at least one Pandora token. Remarkably, 50% of the tokens or NFTs in circulation are in the hands of diamond hands investors, which is a green flag for holding it long term. This level of confidence even surpasses established NFT collections like Pudgy Penguins and Bored Ape Yacht Club, as highlighted in a Nansen report. In a recent buzz, Jenny Lee from Nansen revealed on X that a wallet funded by Amber Group acquired 109 Pandora tokens, totaling about 1.96 million at the time. This underscores the significant interest and investment flowing into Pandora. Pandora is basically at the forefront of ERC-20 movement, just like how ORDI token took the lead on BRC-20. Major exchanges like OKX and Binance have already announced their support for ERC-20, so it's a no-brainer that Pandora might be the first in line for listing. Of course, being in crypto, other projects want to latch onto the hype as well, so we are slowly seeing more ERC-20 tokens launching every day. However, that isn't without any concern with the new ERC-20 standard. First of all, it hasn't even undergone proper auditing, and the whole standard is experimental, hence it's not recognized by the Ethereum Foundation yet. If you don't already know, the Ethereum token standard is a set of rules and protocols that define how digital tokens should behave and interact within a specific blockchain ecosystem. While the Ethereum Foundation is actively working on an EIP or Ethereum Improvement Proposal for token standard. It's a process of introducing new features, so it can take a while to do that. There's also been some backlash against the standard for using the ERC prefix, with Ethereum developers suggesting it's just for grabbing attention. Another thing is with the Ethereum gas fee. Despite its meteoric rise since its inception in early February, triggering millions of dollars in trading volumes, it caused the Ethereum gas fee reaching 8-month highs. We are seeing people paying as much as $840 for a transaction that would usually cost $50. And with crypto getting into its new bull market cycle, gas fees ain't gonna get worse. So this actually be the perfect segue to the next most popular standard, DN404. Developers of DN404 say they made this framework after ERC-404 caused gas fees to spike due to how the latter operated. The premise behind ERC-404 was to create a single contract capable of functioning as both a fungible and non-fungible token. However, this ambition introduced vulnerabilities and violated existing standards. So for DN404's approach, they chose to use two contracts at the same time, which are base ERC-20 and the mirror ERC-721. Most trading will be done on the base contract. This is a fully compliant ERC-20 token that tracks user balance and handles the minting or banning of the mirror NFTs. You can think of these tokens as fractions of the NFTs and work seamlessly with DEXs. When a user has at least one base unit amount of tokens, they will automatically receive an NFT. NFTs are minted as an address accumulates each base unit amount of tokens. If they drop below a base unit of tokens, the latest NFT is banned, much similar to ERC-404. And for the mirror contract, it acts like a standard ERC-721 token, compatible with protocols supporting ERC-721s. With each transfer of base tokens, mirrored NFTs are minted or banned automatically, ensuring smooth operations across the ecosystem. So it sounds like DN404 is a better alternative, right? But I hate to break it to you, they both are not an official standard and not properly audited. They both have not officially passed through EIP or finalized Ethereum requests for common stages. Without this formal assessment, the standards lack the assurance and security auditing of established specifications like ERC-20 and ERC-721, so trade at your own risk. But the idea of the standards really have the potential to revolutionize NFTs like never before. Even with ERC-1155, we have never witnessed NFTs being traded on NFT marketplaces and DEXs simultaneously. Now with ERC-404 or DN404, that barrier is finally broken. Now, let's talk real talk for a sec. I know there are plenty of degens tuning in, so here's the scope you want to hear. ERC-404 is a new narrative, which means now is the best time to make the most of it. Sure, there's risk involved. You could lose everything you invest, but the potential upside, it could be 100% or even more, so the choice is yours. But remember, my degen friend, never put in more than you can afford to lose. Then that's it for today's video. Do hit the subscribe button for more up-to-date crypto content. If you also want more regular updates from me, do follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Then I'll see you guys in the next one.